But the worst short form of them all is a little something called LOL. You guys know LOL? To laugh out loud. LOL is written on every email and text message that has ever been sent in the history of our entire planet. In fact, when future generations look back on all of our electronic correspondence, they're gonna think we were the funniest, happiest people ever. Look at them all, lolling all the time. All they did was lull, lulling life away. What an awesome existence that would have been. In fact, my 18-year-old daughter and her friends actually have stopped laughing in real life, and they just say lol to each other. They just go lol. I have another L word for those children. Smarten up, kids. Because we're not the funniest, happiest people, are we? You know why? Because none of us are actually LOLing when we write LOL. Right? It's not going on. I have never read an email or a text message that has caused me to LOL. The very most I have ever sent back to anybody is CM, chuckling mildly. That is the peak of it. And that's the way it should be for you, because LOL should stand for line on line, because that's exactly what's happening when we write it. But if LOL is a giant lie, then let me tell you this. The mother of all lies is a little something called ROFL. You know ROFL? To roll on the floor laughing. ROFL is written just as much as LOL and happens even less. In fact, I am convinced that nobody has, or is, or ever will ROFL. It is not happening in our homes. It is not happening in the workplace. It is not happening on the public transit. It is simply not going on. But let's say that it did. Let's say you came across something that was so incredibly hilarious that it literally caused you to spontaneously fall down onto the floor and begin to ROFL. Well, then guess what, folks? You wouldn't be typing ROFL, would you? Because you'd be on the floor ROFLing. And then even if you did ROFL and you got back up to your feet, you wouldn't then type ROFL. You'd have to write IJD ROFL. I just did ROFL. But nobody writes that. They write it in the present tense. They're actually on the floor ROFLing, and they're not. But the worst of them all, the absolute worst of them all, is a little something called LMAO. Now, if you do not know what LMAO stands for, you will have to ask somebody at the end of the show. But let me tell you this. If by chance you happen to be the lucky one to come across something that is so incredibly hilarious that it literally causes your A to fall O, do not type LMAO. Type 911. Because that is a medical emergency. In fact, when people write LMAO, that's when I write LOL, because that would be funny. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Timmy Boyle. You guys have been amazing.